I thought it'd be nice to be like, if you want them, we got them.
I forgot about that.
I know, me too.
I felt official for a second.
The microphone stands that we never used ever once.
Yeah.
And probably will never use again. I don't know. I thought it was like all the new gear's here. So it's like, we can be official if you want. But also, right, we'll never use it.
Am I quiet? No, I'm good.
I think you're good.
A little bit.
So is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Is that good?
Yeah, I feel better.
Do you feel a lot better?
I feel so much better.
I do feel like it's a kind of quiet in a way.
No, now I feel perfect.
How's that?
I want to be as loud as I can in my ears so that I can't hear anyone else.
Right, exactly. I just want to hear my own voice for an hour. Am I red? Am I turning red?
No, you're green.
Are you sure?
Green. I'm still green. We're
I'm
both
colorblind,
green.
so I don't know what's going on.
I know.
That sounds good. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Kenneth Frankly. I'm your host, Kenneth Frank, and I have not pooped since Obama.
Oh, I think that's you and half the country.
I am joined by my lovely and talented co-host, Rory. Hi, Rory.
Hi, Kenny.
How are you, my love?
I'm well. How are you, my darling?
Chilling. It was so nice to catch up with you. It's been a couple weeks.
I know.
Since we've recorded really officially because all my gear fucking shit the bed.
Well, for the record,
we've been trying.
We've been trying. I've come over. I've started recording.
You've put in the hours and the effort.
I really have.
Too bad this is unpaid.
Yeah, I know, right? Someday.
But I have since bought a new laptop.
It's so sleek and beautiful.
And our big machine is back. Remember it?
Yeah.
I like almost forgot how.
I know. We're like official again.
We're like back in business.
I know.
So the next step is getting all our cool guests who we have lined up to get over here and start talking to us now that we finally have enough microphones for them.
Seriously, because we ran out of shit to say.
Hey, true. I'm like, I was just thinking about that because when the theme song was starting, and usually in years past, as that's playing, I'm like, oh my God, let's go. And I'm like ready to say something funny as soon as I can.
I know.
And this time I was just like, we're both on our phone. We're both on our phones like, who cares? Like, I've got 30 more seconds before I have to start doing this shit.
Well, in my defense, the only reason...
No, it wasn't just you, it was me too.
I know, but the reason why I was doing it is because Beyonce was texting me, and he just literally said, oh, hey, girl.
Why is he texting you when he knows you're podcasting?
Because he just wanted to know how he was. And he was like, how's the new computer? How's this? And
he knows I got a new computer?
And he's like, well, yeah. He's like, just wondering how things are going. He's like, don't engage much. He's like, never mind, have fun. I said, sorry, I was eating a Milky Way. And then he laughed and he said, huh, bring me one. I was like, ugh. But then I said...
were you really eating a Milky Way?
No, that's from the commercial. Oh. No regrets. Sorry, I was eating a Milky Way.
I don't have
It's this woman.
Cable TV.
You need to get familiar. And like at least just, there should be a YouTube channel for those that don't have cable to like just get up on the relevant pop culture commercials so that you can understand what other people that are normal are talking about.
I don't think that referencing commercials as a form of pop culture is normal.
It used to be. What happened to you?
Maybe
you used to be cool. What happened?
Maybe like...
It's all I have now.
Is that a thing people do? Listeners, I really want to know. Listeners, welcome back, by the way. Is that something people do, is reference commercials?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I'm like living and dying for like the retro Geico commercials right now. Living and dying. The caveman one. Oh my God. The one where he's walking in the airport and he's on like the automated conveyor belt, like people mover thing. Yes. And it's this like really cool song. And I don't remember who it is, but it's like bum 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 bum
like
bum,
elevator
bum,
music.
Bum, 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 bum. Yes, but it was something that was somewhat relevant for the time, maybe like 10 years ago. But anyways, and it's this elevator. It's this caveman that's on the conveyor belt, and he's like holding a tennis racket and everything. Like he's a pretty preppy caveman.
Okay.
As far as cavemen
Sure.
go. And then he like rolls past this advertisement that's like, so easy, a caveman can do it. And it like the camera rolls by, and then you see him walk backwards and like look at it, and he's like being all upset and like so offended. He's like
weird,
because he's a caveman. And he's like, fuck you. What do you mean? Why are you shitting on my people?
Right. Like,
that were
as
so
your
dumb.
Advertisement.
Exactly.
Like, I'm wearing a polo.
No. Because it's like, It's so easy. A caveman can do it.
Right, I get it. He's offended because he's like, I'm not what you think a caveman is. I'm a fancy caveman.
Exactly.
Weird.
I'm a fancy caveman.
I can visualize the Geico caveman. I just don't remember that commercial in specific.
My God.
Do you want to know the fun, like,
I'm going to find it. I'm going to play it
theme of
for
this
you.
episode is not commercials necessarily, but
Can it be?
I mean, we should just talk about commercials the entire rest of the time. Listeners, welcome back. It's so good to have you back. We're back. This episode, this commercial, the blind date commercial, is like the funniest fucking thing you'll ever see. So basically it's like, oh, whatever. Hold on. Just watch it.
Okay.
Can't believe it. It's my first blind date.
Oh, I do it all the time.
Really? Woo! You guys meet? Greg, Janice?
We sure did.
That was stupid.
Great.
This is smart. A beeper service for just $1.90.
Is that the stupidest, funniest fucking
so
commercial ever?
good.
So it's basically like this guy picking this girl up for a blind date. And this must have been like 1-800-COLLECT era, like mid 90s, early to mid 90s commercial.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. Let's go on a blind date. She's like, yeah, I do them all the time. She gets in the car while he's like,
He opens the door for her like a
to get in.
gentleman.
So she's sitting there waiting for him to come around the other side, and she lets
Literally like
she lets
lifts one
rip.
side.
She's like,
Up,
oops,
like
that's cute.
leans to the
Whatever.
side so that she could have a free airway,
Yeah.
like to let it
She's
go.
fully like, I'm farting, whatever, it's
Yeah.
fine. So he gets into his car, and
And the first thing he does, he takes a big whiff.
And then he goes,
but
"Woo!"
that's not even what it is, because then he turns to the back seat.
because you think the gag is going to be, does he smell her fart?
Exactly.
But the gag is that there's another couple in the back seat, double dating with them. Like, hey, did you meet someone? Where they literally were there to like watch her fart and smell her fart, and it's like, we sure did meet her. That is one of the funniest fucking commercials of all time. Are you
Oh my
kidding
God,
me?
seriously.
Like, what other commercial has made you laugh that hard ever? Like, I can't think of another commercial that made me laugh that hard. Do you remember 1-800-I-FEEL-OK? OK Soda?
No.
It was like a cool 90s, mid 90s alt soda with like cool art, like black and white drawings on the cans. And the can would have a phone number on the side. It said 1-800-I-FEEL-OK. And it was like you could leave a cool, like angsty voice message. And then.
Shut up.
Yes,
No.
you don't remember?
No.
And then so like the coolest messages would end up in their commercials. So,
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, so you'd see like a 1-800-I-FEEL-OK.
It's like our podcast. No.
Exactly. It's like no one was paying attention, but it was
Exactly.
pretty cool if
Yeah,
you knew
yeah,
about
yeah.
it.
We only had one ad.
There were three. Yeah, there were three of us. We went
Okay, cola?
tens of thousands of dollars into debt. I think it was called OK Soda, but it could have
Soda?
been, it might have been OK Cola. 1-800
Yeah,
I feel
OK
okay
Soda.
with like black and white drawings on the side of the cans. It
Yeah.
was like an alternate. It was like a cool.
Oh my God.
alt
Yeah,
cola.
yeah. Now I remember this. It wasn't, there wasn't booze in it, right?
No, it was just Coca-Cola. It was just like marketed for like the Beavis and Butthead,
1993.
MTV, Kurt Cobain generation. Just like everything's like cool.
Today is the 25th anniversary of Kurt Cobain. Oh my God. Kurt Cobain's suicide.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Do you think he killed himself?
Yeah.
You do?
As
I've heard
opposed to
I've heard
Courtney.
I've
just overdose?
I've heard just a lot
He
of
shot himself
but it was a shotgun. Like people are saying like
with
how
his
does
big toe.
did he?
Ding, 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 ding.
Don't do that. That's so rude. I cannot believe you just did that.
Why does it have a shotgun?
I have to admit when you sing that song, I don't know if that's singing, but I have to admit that really does bring imagery of toes to mind. toes sort of flirting with like I don't even know because I don't know
Trigger.
guns. The trigger. It really does bring to mind imagery of guns, like your toe flirting with the trigger of a gun. Ding 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 ding. Damn.
Ding, 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 ding.
Listeners, it's so good to have you back. We're just catching up here. I don't know how we got off on that, but I don't know. Welcome back. It's always a pleasure to have you listening to us. We've got some bubbly going because I mostly got promoted at work, but more importantly, and definitely more beautifully, maybe.
Okay.
More importantly,
Yeah.
Rory,
Beautifully importantly.
More.
No.
More
Hold on, no. Stop.
beautifully, magically importantly.
Before that. Yay!
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
No, that's a much better. Mine's stupid.
No, yours is this. I don't want to talk about mine. I want to talk about yours.
Okay, fine. God.
Rory.
Now I feel stupid.
No, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Rory found her fucking wedding dress. We went wedding dress shopping. Rory, I have to thank you for inviting me because for as absolutely over the top homosexual as I am,
I was going to say, do you feel like a real woman
it's
now?
the first time that I've felt like a woman. Yeah, it's the
so
first
happy
time.
for you.
It's the first time that anyone has invited me to be a part of that process. And spoiler alert, I loved it. It was so fun.
You were pretty much living.
I was
you were in your element.
So I don't know what it's. So listeners, I don't know if you've been wedding dress shopping or if it's anything like where we went. First of all, you show up, you make an appointment, which I didn't know. I thought you just were like,
yeah, pretty much everywhere.
let's go. And I was like, oh, so it's like say yes to the dress where they like give you a bottle of champagne. Well, maybe they don't do that on that show, but I was picturing like a bottle of champagne while the friends sit around and like you're going to spend thousands of dollars. So it's like,
Yeah, but
open up a fucking bottle of cava.
it was also a somewhat discount place. So
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
They don't do
It doesn't show it
champagne.
though, because the dresses were gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
So we show up. It was actually stunned because we started with mani pedis.
Yeah,
which
that's true.
I got the best manicure of my life.
Yeah, no,
Honestly.
I enjoyed myself.
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
For short money.
Yeah.
And
I like this place.
yeah, we're going back.
I know.
If you're in the Massachusetts area, Greater Boston,
Mm-hmm.
it's called Bamboo. It's in Everett. It's relatively new.
The one on Main Street. There's probably 5.
The one on Main Street.
Yeah.
I haven't had a manicure since I was in Las Vegas, and the lady looked up at me and said, "You're very white."
and like laughed at
And
you,
was
right?
like, "You're very white." I probably spent double on the mani pedis in Vegas for like a
Well,
bachelorette
that's
weekend.
because it's Vegas.
Because it's Vegas. This half the price.
Yeah.
I was so impressed.
Amazing.
She went back to my cuticles like she didn't. She was like, cuticles are the devil and you cannot have them on your hand. She went back like 10 times. She was like, no, you're getting pure today here with me. The cuticles were the cause of my homosexuality and they're coming out.
She's like, I found the cure for you.
Yeah, I was like, ow, ow, ow. But I was like, oh, gorgeous.
Yeah,
and the
right. Now I like pussy.
Yeah, I was like, I've never been so attracted to a woman.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
To this little Asian woman. I just love her.
With this beautiful pursed lip. No, in all seriousness, though, I had a great time. We did that, and then we had a really quick stop at a Panera Bread.
We had a legit picnic.
We did. We ate a la, what do you call it? A la carte? No, a la carte. A
la fresco.
A la fresco. A la fresco.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ate outside, had a beautiful time.
It was a beautiful day out, actually.
Yeah, it was like the first day of spring, basically.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, we can finally sit outside and it's nice. It's the
Yeah.
first weekend since, I don't know, 12 months ago where it was like, oh,
That's true.
it's kind of nice out.
Yeah.
So we sat outside, had a little Sammy, had a little geek moment.
Yeah.
And then we drove right on over to the fucking wedding place. Now here's
Bape.
the gag. We walk in and it's like, ooh, it's fancy. And then it's like,
Not crazy fancy.
I thought
though.
it was quite fancy.
It was fancy enough. And they basically accosted you. And they said, who are you? And who
they
sent
said,
you?
who are you? Do you have an appointment? What are you doing here?
And then they said, how fat are you? Not in so many words.
Is that what you gleaned from what their questions were?
Basically, they're like...
It was like one of their first
they were
questions.
Like,
It's like-
so there's certain girls that go on the left of the store. And there's certain girls that go on the right of the store.
That was kind of fucked up.
Which one are you?
That was kind of fucked up because when we showed up at the first...
Well, the thing is, so I told the woman, she's like, so just so you know, wedding dress sizes and just like bridal party
Are
sizes.
2 sizes
They're
up.
2 sizes up. They're
Yeah.
not very kind.
Right.
So what size do you
So a
think
0
that
is
you
a
would
2,
Exactly.
or a-
exactly.
or a
Gave
0 is
some
a 4,
examples and everything
yeah.
like that. And the thing that I just kept thinking the whole entire time, I'm like, you already know which side I'm going on. So why do you even have to ask? Like, why wouldn't you
They
just be
don't-
like,
They don't know.
yeah, I can see.
I mean,
what side of the store you
I guess
belong
they are
on.
the professionals. Yeah.
Exactly. Like, no.
It was very much like,
I'm
where
also
are
a
we
human
going?
being, and I know what other human beings look like.
She did say something like, it's the exact same dresses on either side.
Which
And it
was bullshit.
Which was bullshit because
Fucking
one of the
bullshit.
other ladies literally was like, oh, we might have some more of this style on the other side. And I was like, oh, you might? Because here's what happened.
Really? Really?
They're like, where are we going? We're going on this side. I have 5 tickets. Just hang them on the hanger of a dress you like so I can start pulling them so we can try them on.
Yeah.
So I immediately turned to Rory and I said, give me a ticket.
I can attest to that. He was like, give me one of those motherfucking tickets.
I was like,
Immediately.
I was like, this is not, socialism's great, not in my house, girl.
Yeah,
I said,
no.
give me a ticket for me. This is my ticket for me to pick out for you. And I was like, you can have the other 4, but I'm here for this.
I like her approach, though. She was like, so I'm going to give you 5 tickets. You go and mark 5 dresses that will give me an idea. So like
Of what you like.
what you like, we'll try those on first. And if those aren't the one, then I'm going to take the information that I gathered from this to go pick out some more from you.
She was ready to like cross-reference like dresses, blah, blah, styles and be like, let me pull these other ones.
Oh, she was good.
She was good.
Ashley.
I thought her name was Tiffany. Whatever.
No,
same
it's
name.
not.
Same person, same name.
Yeah.
The other gag.
She was more like a Tiffany.
She
though,
was
yeah.
more like a Tiffany.
Yeah.
Like very friendly curly hair. You know what I mean? Like she did
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
She did
Blonde.
it extra curly when she woke up to be like, I'm perky. Buy
Yeah.
a dress from me.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
I'm wearing a skirt that's
Yeah.
like a high-waisted like skirt with like fluffy things on it.
With my wedding dress, I did that. It's like, okay, girl, we get it.
Yeah,
Calm
yeah.
down.
I know.
But so we're like going through the racks, looking at all these gorgeous gowns. Does this one look like you? Does it not? We don't like this. We do like that.
Yeah.
So of course I've got my golden ticket. It
It was actually
it was
hot
pink. Yeah.
Hot
and
pink.
I was like, even better.
Yeah, I know.
And so I'm like, oh, I have to like hold this close. Like I really have to choose wisely. And she like comes up to us while we're talking.
Oh my God, I forgot about this. So
can't-
good.
Was it you or was I with Chris? No, you were there.
Yeah.
So it's me, Rory, friend of the show, Vegan Crystal, also known as Crystal Savoy.
Yeah.
And Drabsy Lee Quinn, Tracy Quinn, also known as the Steve Martin of the show because she's been on 25 times.
Yeah.
She basically hosts the show.
Yeah.
So it's the 4 of us. Perfect group to
I
be
know.
doing this,
Yeah.
honestly. And so Tiffany Ashley, whatever, walks up and she's like, excuse me, are you the fiance? And I said, girl.
We both like
both,
looked
like,
at each
looked at
other
her
and we're
like,
like, oh no.
I was like,
dies laughing.
I was like, oh, honey, no. And she was like, oh, that's
thank
good.
God.
She was like, well, I was going to kick you out because you can't be here to see her dress. And I was like, girl.
Like we'd have other problems.
I was like, I was like, girl, if we're getting married, something's up, and you're not trustworthy unless you know that. She like cracked up. She was like, I was gonna say I've seen that too.
Yeah, seriously.
Girl, can you imagine? She's like, honey,
I know, right?
I don't see you in strapless.
Oh my
Like,
God.
ugh.
Oh my
No,
God.
I was like, girl.
Do you remember Leslie and Marcus in Chelmsford Center?
Oh yeah, in Ginger Ale Plaza.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were married.
Really?
Yeah.
So back in that day, though, it was like beards and stuff.
Well,
She was his beard
I guess so. But like, if you were Marcus, did you really need a beard?
in order to survive. Yeah, probably.
Maybe. I don't know. I just don't.
Weird.
He painted jeans for a living. She was not a very good beard.
Oh, we're very happily married.
Oh my God.
And I say it. There was one time. It's fun. Have you seen this? It's on Twitter.
I don't think so.
There was one time when I saw him dragging a dead body across the lawn, and I said, "Something's not quite right." And then he said, "I'm gonna murder more people because I've been murdering people." It's something about the way he said that. I got chills. Right, because he's you know what I mean? It's like, duh, he's a fucking gay.
Oh
Of
my
course.
God. What was that from?
It's some Twitter comedian gay where he's like, he puts on a wig and he acts like every dumb
Oh my God.
person who like
That's
saw
amazing.
something going on and was like, I just didn't sit right with me. It was so funny. I'll find it for you.
Oh my God.
So I put my tag on what I considered to be a very beautiful dress.
It looked hideous.
Excuse me.
It looked horrible.
Was it number one?
It was.
I loved number one. How dare you?
Well, you
Your
know
hips
what?
looked amazing.
You should have gotten me my goddamn Spanx when I fucking asked for them originally, all right?
Well, I was punished thusly, and here's
know.
why. So we walked in.
Well, I put on the very form-fitting dress that Kenny picked out for me. That was gorgeous.
Excuse me.
And I'm
it
sorry,
was
but
more than gorgeous.
It was lumpy as shit.
It was gorgeous.
I mean, me, not the dress.
No, you
in
looked
the dress.
amazing in that dress, and I don't even care. And like, you know what I was like.
So hold on, did I get the right dress?
You absolutely got the
Okay,
right dress.
then shut the fuck up.
I know. I'm just saying. So like, here's the thing. As we walked in, Rory goes, "Oh shit, I forgot my Spanx in the car. Ugh, I might send someone to get them." And we're like, fine. Dress shopping, tag. I get my tag on dress number one. And we try that one on first. I think it's gorgeous. I get what you're saying. There were some spots where it was like, doesn't look right and tight. And you were like, I'm gonna need my Spanx.
Yes.
Because of the dress I picked out, which I thought was like, yes, girl, go. But I get it. It wasn't the dress, but it was beautiful. And I was like, I was expecting the first, because I've never done this.
Yeah.
I was expecting the
Me
first
too.
10. So I was expecting, you haven't gone like dress shopping with a friend?
No.
Oh, okay. So this was our virgin journey, both of us.
Yeah.
So
Maiden journey.
Did you get like a lilac dress, girl, too? Can't be white.
You're
so
such a bitch.
I know. So I was expecting to like the first 10 dresses were going to be trash, and then like as we kept going, it would get better and better and better and better.
Okay.
So then when the dress I picked, which I didn't even remember that was a dress, but turns out that's the dress I picked, was dress number one.
Mm-hmm.
You walked out in it, and I was like, oh my God, she's amazing. It's like, she looks so good in the wedding dress. It's insane.
My tits were out.
You looked... Fufu would have been proud.
Yeah, she would have
Mama
woo-wooed.
Fufu would have given you the little pointer finger and the cleavage and gone woo woo.
Yeah.
Because it was that kind of dress.
It was.
It was stun.
Yeah.
But I get it. It was not quite where we were.
Yeah.
But so there were some spots where you're like, I definitely am going to need my Spanx.
Yeah.
We're going through this whole process.
I felt lumpy.
I get it. I wouldn't say you looked lumpy, but there were spots where I was like, it would look better if it was
Some
smooth.
smoothing.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So I was like, fine. Someone has to go get the Spanx. So I'm like, I'll go. Give me your keys. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, you're getting into your next dress.
And I got into a dress that coincidentally I didn't need Spanx for. I will still wear just to have something to dance in, like little shorts basically to
Sure.
make me
Like,
comfortable all
yeah,
night.
yeah.
But I don't need them.
Yeah. What do they call those little shorts? Those little jazz shorts.
Jazz shorts?
No, there's a
Spanx.
word from, I guess it's Spanx.
Spandex.
But so I went to the car, had a big glug of Diet Coke.
Oh, good for you. Those are still in my back seat.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they're probably going to be there for like the next year.
The empty.
I literally
mine was
have,
empty,
like,
bitch, because I finished mine.
Well, fair enough. I haven't touched either of them. I don't know, but
I'll walk you to your car and grab them. How's
No,
that?
don't. I haven't had anybody in the backseat of my car in like 3 years.
Right. So it's like, this is no man's
and I
land.
won't again
Yeah.
for another 3 years. So they'll
Well,
be.
Tracy knew that they flipped back with the little
I
cup
know,
holders. I was like,
seriously,
how'd
she's
you
like-
know that? Who said that?
Her mom drives an Altima too.
So
I drive the same
she's like,
Jan Quinn. She's like, yeah, I'm at home.
She's like, yeah, I know where I am.
yeah.
So I went to get the Spanx, come back in. Rory's in dress number 2. I go to Tiffany Ashley. She's like, give me the stuff. She's like, cute sense of humor. I'm like, here's the stuff. Here it is. You know, being very discreet because I'm walking through this whole place.
The bad part is that it's not even that there's Spanx that's embarrassing, but there's literally a stain on my Spanx, which is more a stain and a rip.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
They were in my
it's
hand
really
and I
cute.
didn't notice.
And I just told everyone in the universe.
And they should know. But I should say, so they brought us to this room, which is like a hall of mirrors, like mirrors on mirrors on mirrors. Every wall is a mirror. Mm-hmm. And then Rory goes behind this little like curtain.
Yeah.
And
Get naked in front of some
but
bitch.
we're also like mirror image. Other people are too like sitting.
Yeah, you're like
behind
basically
us,
like
looking at their
each
wedding
other.
dress. So there's like,
Yeah.
it's basically like a column of 4 wedding dress ladies
Infinity
trying. Yes.
space of dresses
It
being
was,
tried
yeah,
on.
like you know when you go to like Canopy Lake Park or some other like built-in kind of like not a Six Flags, but like a rickety amusement park.
Like a
And they have
permanent
fun
amusement
house.
park, but not like a really high class one.
Yes, and it has a house of mirrors, which like kills 5 minutes, and you might run your face into a mirror.
Do you remember when Courtney, what's her name, that lived on Villanova, ran into a like literally at
that little Les with the curly blonde hair?
Was it curly blonde? I
Was
thought
she
it was
our
just straight
age?
blonde. She was a year younger. She lived on Villanova.
Courtney.
Yeah.
She was super tiny.
Yeah.
She kind of looked like an aardvark.
Maybe.
Yeah. She was a Les. She was a Les.
Oh, okay. She broke a tooth in the
She was
mirrors.
she was kind of like.
Well, she was all teeth. No. You better beep her name out. Okay, good.
I'm gonna beep her name out.
You're not going to?
I am. No. Because I don't even remember if we're talking about the same girl.
Probably not.
Oh.
I don't think she's a lesbian. I don't know.
Blonde hair?
I think so.
Not that weird Courtney that had black frizzy hair and cried all the time.
No, not that one. Oh my God. What happened to her? Is she okay?
She's probably crying right now.
Is she okay?
No, probably not. I thought she was Courtney.
Did you ever watch
I thought she was Courtney.
No, did you ever watch Glow?
No. Why?
That girl reminded me, or that Courtney reminded me of the wolf girl in Glow.
She did kind of have a wolf quality. Her eyes were very pale blue. Maybe she's doing well. I hope so.
She's kind of had like a Charlie Chaplin thing going on too.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah. She was beautiful.
Like the face of like the shape of Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, she had a lot of ovals going on in her face.
Yeah.
Godspeed, Courtney.
I know. I hope you
doing
stop
well.
crying.
Hope you're doing well. Hope you're not crying tonight. I hope you're happy. Hope you got a happy life. Sending love from Kenneth Franklin Podcast.
Oh my God, Casey Kasem.
So anyway, so House of Mirrors basically is where we got on this tangent.
Yeah, at
There's
the bridal shop.
Yeah, there's all these ladies trying on dresses, and they're all like, I'm looking at them sort of out of the corner of my eye, being like,
I wasn't paying attention to anybody.
I fully was because I had time in between.
I know. So tell me what they were doing.
Like one of them, like she had like this very form-fitting. She's like this tiny little girl.
Yeah.
And she had like no straps.
The one that was to the left of me?
Yes, the only one that was
At
to the
the
left
end.
of you.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And her thing was all like feather, like lace, and I was like, why do you want to look like a bird at your wedding? Like the lace pattern was thick, kind of like it is in your space in spots of your dress, but it was all the way down the dress, and it was in the shape of like feathers, and I was like,
oh no, I don't.
I was
that.
like, do you really love
feathers?
birds?
Yeah,
do
yeah,
you
yeah.
love birds? Because I can't imagine anyone
That's too trendy.
very like not even trendy, like tacky.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, why would you want to dress like a bird for your wedding?
Well, like trendy, like 3 years ago is what I mean. Like then passe.
Try like 20 years ago. Like I can imagine it being a very fancy Vera Wang in like the late 90s.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
oh, it's like a swan. It's like, no, bitch, you don't look like a swan. You look like you're at this place in Watertown, no shade, which is selling you like this dress that looks like a bird that you should have the taste not to buy. That's what it was. And so like,
I didn't get a good look.
well, girl, you know I did. And then all the other girls, it's like, this doesn't fit. I don't like this. And I was like, I can't pay attention to them. I'm sensory overload. I've seen all these dresses. We're always trying on these dresses. I can't be bothered. Trying to focus right now. So then dress number one happens and I'm like stunned. I cannot even believe that she's just going to look perfect in every dress. I can't believe this.
Teehee.
So then you're like, but go get my Spanx because we're going to need them. So
Yeah.
someone had to go get them. And I was like, I'll go. Yeah.
Such the gentleman.
Run out, like chug some Diet Coke, run back in and give Tiffany Ashley the Spanx. And then she goes, get me the stuff. And I was like, here it is. And then she goes, by the way, we're all loving this dress. And I turn my head and you are just standing on the pedestal with like the dress on. Dress number 2, by the way, which I missed the fucking big reveal of because I was getting your fucking Spanx out of your goddamn car. And everyone is just standing there like, ugh. And I'm like, and I like sit down and I was just looking at you like, I can't even believe. And then you started to get emotional.
Yeah.
I started to get emotional.
And I said, sorry, I was eating a Milky Way.
Yes. Sorry. I was eating Milky Way because we love commercial culture.
I do.
Have you met Jan? Oh, yeah, we met her.
Yeah. That's me.
So I just sort of like sit down and I'm just like taking it in and looking. It's absolutely stunned. And then you like take a second. So we're all just sort of, what? I love this. Oh my God, what? So I sit down and then you take a little scrunchie and you just like real cash throw your hair up in a bun, like super 2 seconds bun.
Yeah.
And I just started being like shivers and I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, this is the dress. And I think we all were looking at it like she just found her dress.
Yeah.
Like
literally
it took
second
3
one.
minutes.
I know.
It took 3 minutes.
I know.
I literally was expecting, I was like, well, we have dinner reservations at 6:30. I hope we can wrap up in time to get there. And I was like, it would be amazing if we were out in time for a drink beforehand.
I know.
The second dress, we were there for 10. I had only just texted Beyonce being like, it begins with a little
I know, right?
photo of like a train of a dress while you were changing. And second dress, and it was it. And then they grabbed the veil, and we all just started breathing and like waving our eyes. And I was like, Rory! And we all were just like, whoa, 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 whoa. And you were like, let's try something else on. Just as we said, we have 3 other dresses to try on.
Yeah, I
but we
know.
all were just like, why?
I know, well, everyone else I put on, I was just like, no.
And the other 3 was
No.
like worse and worse and worse. The last one was like fine, but
the all beating on the top.
it was
with like the
it was
the
beautiful,
tulle
but just
skirt.
not
Yeah,
you. It's not. So correct me if I'm wrong. I think Rory's dress, and it's exactly what she was looking for, is classic, timeless elegance that fits into the modern aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Like you will see this dress in 50 years and be like, it could have been 200 years old. It could be 50 years from now. It's that kind of dress. It's just,
I hope so.
and it fits you beautifully. Your décolletage is gorgeous. I don't want to give any details away because I'm sure Beyonce is listening, and Beyonce. But it's not. I think we all just were like, and even Tiffany Ashley was like, I've been doing this a long time, and I could tell. Like
she did say that I went in her record books as one of the most decisive brides she's ever had.
How did you feel about it when you put it on?
I saw myself, and I
You were shocked at
I
your
saw
sight.
a bride.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
You were shocked at the sight of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put it back on after trying on the rest of the dresses, though, and I didn't get the same feeling, but I was just like, shut up, you're stupid. Just take it.
I think it's more
And
just...
the next day, I was in like a depression because I was like, did I make the right choice?
Well, you're right. I was thinking about that.
What about the rest of the world?
Yeah.
I'm like, but what about the other dresses in the world? How will I know?
You tried on 5.
How will I know? I know, right? But you know what? The more and more like this week, I'm just let it go.
It's stunning.
They let me take a picture, which is not
Yeah, you're not supposed to take pictures. Well, I took a
typical.
picture.
I know. Well, not typical though. And a lot of people have seen it. I'm just going to say.
Who's seen it?
People I work with, mostly people I work with. And then obviously you guys. Beyonce's mom.
Beyonce's mom has seen it. Your mom has not seen it?
No, not yet.
Rory!
I know.
Where is Fufu? When was the last time you talked to her?
I don't know. She's
Is
like in Antarctica.
Is she living in the woods or something?
She is. She's a lady that lives in the woods.
Does she have cellular service?
I like to think not, but I know she does.
You should tell her,
I know. I'll let her
hey
know.
mom,
I'll
just
let her
letting you know, found the dress thinking of you.
Yeah.
Did you invite her?
No.
Why? Is it more of like a girl's thing?
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't want her being like, you know what you need is like,
I'm cramping my style.
yeah, I get you. Yeah.
And also,
I didn't involve my parents at all in my wedding.
exactly
At
well,
all.
I know. Well, the thing
Zero.
is too that like now she lives so far away that it's just like it would have to be this whole
Such
thing.
a thing.
And,
Yeah. You have to save that for like the parties and the blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get that.
Exactly.
Well, I was honored to be there because it really was just a stunning.
No, I was thrilled to have
an
you.
emotional moment, and I like don't. And their whole listeners, the theme of season 3 is themes.
Themes. I'm like crying.
I'm looking at Rory like, say it with me now.
I'm like crying.
The theme of season 3 is themes. But the theme of this episode is
Crying.
because I feel like I said it more like happy and you said it more like
Crying.
because
Like, I'm crying.
it was a real honest, true emotional moment, and I don't
It
get
was.
a lot of those.
Aww.
And I was really like, damn.
Aww.
Just like I was thinking about how it's probably something you've imagined in certain times in your life as a little girl, or like,
Well, the thing is that I thought that was interesting is I've never pictured myself in a wedding dress, like an explicit like picture
like
of
what
myself.
does it look like?
Exactly.
Right.
So
That's what I mean.
I had no expectations,
right.
and I didn't know what was going to register with me.
Right. Well, that's kind of why I
But
was
it did.
emotional, because it was like I could
Authentic.
I could see.
Yeah.
Yes, I could see you reacting to
Yeah.
the real life experience of something that you've probably thought about in your life.
Yeah.
And like it's really sinking in. Like it's happening. And,
Would you
and
have
by
felt-
the way, bitch, I'm fierce and stunning. Like,
Would you have felt the same way though
amazing.
if I didn't have that reaction?
About the dress?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would have.
All right. Good.
I
Good
would've-
answer.
Oh no, I would have been talking you into the dress, girl. All
right, good.
Because like I feel like I don't know which came first, whether I saw you being emotional and I got emotional, but I saw you looking at yourself in the mirror and I was getting emotional.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then I
yeah.
think I looked up and saw you being like, or maybe, and I think it was sort of almost like cyclical.
Cyclical. Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
like I think we felt each other's
Reciprocity.
energy. Yeah, I really do.
That wasn't right either.
Because like I also think that you weren't going to allow yourself to get emotional until you saw us all being like, whoa.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think
yeah.
you would have been so moved until we all were there, but
Yeah,
we
probably.
fucking were, and I know I was. And then like seeing you, it was like reverberation of
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
this feeling of seeing you in that dress. Stunning. I'm
Thank
just
you.
so excited for you.
Thank you.
And I really
That's what Beyonce's mom said too. Stunning.
It is stunning. It really is. And I'm just so excited to have been a part of it. And I
Thank you.
for that.
Oh, I couldn't imagine not having you there.
I
So
know.
thank you.
Right? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like,
no,
we
you
found
were
the
you were
dress,
wonderful. Yeah.
Like plopping down to the podcast. We found it. It was fine.
I know, right?
I had an existential euphoric moment, and I'm done.
Yeah.
We have to talk about Britney Spears.
What happened?
So, Britney Spears.
Hold on. We need a.
Wait, let's save
Let's
and drink.
refill,
Okay,
refill.
BRB. Okay. So, excuse me. When you coughing for? So as we know, Britney Spears canceled her next Las Vegas show. She's been working in Vegas for, I don't know, 20 years or something now.
But she canceled it indefinitely. Like,
Yes.
use the words indefinitely.
Yes, I think it's canceled. Like, it's not postponed. She
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
say postponed. She
Literally
used-
said indefinitely.
indefinite work hiatus is what she said. The
Yeah.
Domination tour was canceled.
After such an amazing launch in the
Yeah,
desert too, which
where
is
she
so
just showed up and waved and walked right into her limo and said bye.
so upsetting.
Something, I knew then that something was up. I was like, what? Why is this happening? Is it a ticket sales thing? Is it what's happening? But then shortly after, we found out that her father, Jamie Spears, has had some health issues. So she's been very upset about that. And she wanted to be closer to him. What complicates it is that he is also one of her conservators. In fact, up until recently, there was another lawyer who had been a co-conservator for her, because after the 2007 meltdown, if you don't know, a conservatorship is basically a legal protection over someone where
it's like a trust with somebody, like a living trust almost.
yes, like this person is not capable of representing themselves financially, professionally, legally, etc. So
Not a living trust. You know what I mean, though.
yes, basically like we are in charge of her estate in all matters. There was a lawyer who had just gotten I forget his name now. He had just gotten a raise. He had asked for a raise when the Domination tour was announced, and they gave it to him. And then like right before the Domination tour, or right around the same time maybe that the Domination tour was canceled, he filed for release of conservatorship rights for Britney. And the verbiage was very much like, I need to be out right away. Like, whether or not he wrote it or drafted it or like Britney's camp did, I don't know. But basically the verbiage was like, this guy needs to be out immediately. It's imminently dangerous to the conservatee, aka Britney, if he remains on the conservatorship. So he needs to go now. So he did. So he's gone. That's shady because he had just gotten a raise, and then the Domination tour canceled, and it was like, cash cow's out. I'm out. I'm not making money here anymore. Bye. Something like that. I don't really know what happened. And then Jamie got sick, or like Jamie had been sick and was not getting better. Britney was getting sick along with him and not getting better. And so after the Domination tour was canceled, she went on a quote-unquote indefinite work hiatus for 2 months where she went into full hiding. We haven't seen her nary word or wind, nothing, for like 8 weeks. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, is she pregnant? Is she like I'm like, optimistically, she's working on a record and she's going to Beyonce drop it. Not happening, obviously. It's Britney Spears.
No.
Realistically, she's hopefully just attending to her family.
Yeah.
But something's not quite right. She quit her Instagram. She quit everything. And if you know Britney's Instagram, she seems to take joy in sharing weird, silly stuff on Instagram.
Yeah.
Haven't heard from her for months, basically. So I get a G chat that Britney posted on Instagram, and I'm like, what? So I like go to her Instagram, and it's like, it says something like, treat yourself with love and kindness and learn to be mindful about your mind, body, and soul, blah, blah, blah. And the caption is, everybody needs a little me time, with a smiley face or something like that. And I was like, oh, she's talking about how she's been missing for 8 weeks and she had a nice little break or something like that. But come to find out, that Instagram post dropped at the same time as TMZ and all the rag mags were reporting that she has checked herself into a mental health facility, and has been there maybe for a week already and is going to be there for at least 30 days. The story is that her dad is not getting any better, and that's taking an emotional toll on her and a mental toll on her, and she's sort of been spiraling for the past few months. People in her camp allegedly are saying that she's been unstable and unwell, and so she's taking the initiative to go get some help and check in, which I'm sure must be so tough if her dad really is that sick. The last thing you want to do is like be away from him while this is happening. But I commend her for saying,
it's enough. Like, I need help.
I need help.
Yeah.
Like, I recognize a pattern in my thoughts and habits that are not healthy.
Yeah.
And all I have to say is, if the press comes for Britney motherfucking Spears in the year 2019 after what this world put her through already, I'll physically, personally come knock on your door and slit your children's throats. I hope you have kids, and I hope they're listening.
I hope you have several children.
I hope you have.
So I can slit.
I hope you have
each and every one of their throats.
I hope you have
God.
a wonderful, big, healthy family. So
An
I can
abundance of love
mass murder you
and
Mom.
children in your household.
I just so sad. I just thought, like, I was thinking about how she's been gone this whole time, and I was like, if Gloria's the last Britney record we get, I'll be okay with it, because it was such a good record and she went out on a high note.
Yeah.
And now that she's checking herself back in, like, Kevin Federline is saying he commends her and has taken 90% custody of the kids, and of course is asking for more motherfucking child support because he's a fucking money hungry motherfucker. But like, her boyfriend is saying that he encourages her. I don't know if they're going to stay together, because who even knows.
Yeah.
I thought that things were going so good for her, and for her to be this far out from the big
I know.
fall, and for her to have to go back, I'm just like, oh, it sucks so bad, you know?
Yeah.
I just wonder about what she's been like the past few months and how bad it's been, and I just don't like it. I want her to be happy.
I know.
It's my queen. She deserves happiness.
I know.
So I'm sending love and light to Britney Spears and her family. And if you do write a joke about Britney Spears' mental health, as I said just a moment ago, I will come to your house and I will find your children and I will slit the throat. And I will drink the blood. And I will savor it. Every drop. Anyway.
I hope when she comes back.
She's like, oh, wow, fans. I have the best, most supportive fans.
Yeah, right. And she records a song that,
Yeah.
that parodies that. Not parodies it, but
Acknowledges it.
Makes it sound like this.
My fans are drinking blood from my enemies' children. Like, that's a bop. You're kidding?
Right.
Like, the blood of my enemies' kids. The blood of my enemies' kids is dripping in your throat because you drank it. You drank it. You drank it.
Exactly.
Oh my God, Brittany, come
Brittany,
find me.
you have to rally for that.
Brittany,
And that reason alone.
I have your shit. I have your next record in my back pocket.
Hottest new producer on the block.
Check me out. I've got gear now. So as we all know, the theme of season 3 is themes. And the theme of this episode is crying. Because I was just thinking, I was so verklempt about your wedding dress moment.
Yeah.
But then I was also so emotional about Britney. And I was like,
yeah.
I texted Rory and I was like, theme is emotions. And I was like, no, just kidding. Theme is crying. Because those are both two moments where I was like, I call it cry chest, you know, where you're like, I'm not literally shedding tears, but like I feel the same feelings in my chest. Or like, where do you,
yeah.
So here's my first question about crying for you. Where do you feel crying in your body other than like the tears coming out of your eyes? Because for me, it all
great question. Great question.
For me, it lives in my chest. You know what I mean?
I feel like it's in
And in my throat, maybe.
my throat
Yeah.
and my mouth a little bit almost. But
Like-
my eyes totally.
Your eyes are like the first to go.
Yeah,
But
but
then there are other, like maybe in my jaw
it's
sometimes.
exactly. It's my jaw. It's
Yeah.
like it's the back of my jaw through my throat. It's like the clump.
Yeah. It's like you're trying to hold on to this posture in your chest and your throat and your mouth.
And the quiver
Yeah.
starts, and yeah, exactly.
Weird, right?
Yeah,
Bodies
totally.
are so weird. But because
Yeah.
like people think crying, it's like something that happens in your eyes.
Yeah,
Feel-
no, but I'll do one of these like, and like
your whole your body
like
is trying
hold
to
your-
restrict.
Like, yes,
yeah.
exactly. It's like stopping your body from. It's like stopping a shiver almost,
Or like
which
holding
is-
in a poop.
Sure, that too.
Your spiritual sphincter.
Let's make it more immediate. A fart.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's better.
Sometimes you just gotta.
Yeah.
I might be holding in something right now.
All day, every day.
A
Are you kidding
tear
me?
or something else. I don't know. Right, but
I think I'll cry. No.
I had a therapist who I only ever cried in one therapy session, and my childhood cat had just died.
Oh,
And so I was-
Friskers.
yes.
Or
And he was-
Tibbers.
yeah, Friskers, because he was
Yeah.
like 85 years old.
Yeah.
And like I was just having a bad week. I think I got in a car accident that week. No, because I wasn't good at that when I got in a car accident. Anyway, I was just having a bad week, and my cat died. My childhood cat died, and it was bleh, and I just was crying and crying. And she was like, at the end of the session, and I was like embarrassed, and it's the first time I had cried with her, and I was like, ugh, people are gonna say, like, people would say this is a breakthrough, and that's so corny, ill, like,
Yeah,
bleh.
yeah.
Like I'm just crying because I'm upset, and this,
Your cat died.
yeah, I'm like, I'm here, and I'm venting to you, and I'm sorry, I'm crying,
Yeah.
like, ugh. And she was like, at the end of the session, she was like, well, you know, crying has like physical capabilities of like relieving the stress that you felt before you cried. Like there's like an endorphin thing or something where it's like usually when you cry it means that you've processed something.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's kind of an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
Do you, when you cry, does it feel cathartic or like what? Like what's
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, like what's the process of your average cry? I guess. Do you have an average cry, or like what does it feel like when you cry?
My average cry,
I love that this is our
I know.
topic.
and I love that I have so much material on this too.
Do you cry a lot?
I do, but not like fully cry. No, I get verklempt. I get teary eyed. I get like the I have to hold
What I
myself
call
back.
cry chest.
Exactly, but it's commercials. fucking do me every time.
You get sad at commercials.
Commercials, fucking
I
Kenny.
think there was
commercials and TV shows. Like
Okay, yeah.
give me a Ross and Rachel fucking scenario. I'm a cry.
I'm not crying at Friends.
I'll get teary eyed and I'll have a tear roll down my throat. Wow, roll down my cheek.
I have a tear roll down my roll.
That's what I do to my enemy's children.
Their blood.
And the tears.
I drink their tears. I cut open their
Down
their
the
tear
throat.
ducts. I cut open their tear ducts. And I drink all the tears out of their eyes. As their parents watch.
Oh my God, we need to. I want like
I'm getting the
a
FBI's
Disney
on.
cartoon to make you the.
Poor unfortunate children of publicist rate Britney Spears.
No, so I'll watch something that just like is emotional, and I'll get emotional. TV shows, fucking, just anything. It doesn't. It's my outlet. It's a way of so that I don't do it at work or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think as I'm getting older, I'm getting more comfortable with that. Like,
Yeah,
media,
totally.
media as a place to expel emotions. The last thing that made me really cry.
Can I just tell you real quick
Yeah.
before I forget?
Yeah.
Beyonce goes, "Oh, you got beer tears."
What's a beer tear? Like
Crying when you're drunk. Like, fuck you.
Did you get beer tears recently?
They're always beer. I know he just calls them beer tears, even if I'm not drinking.
Oh my god!
I know.
Beyonce.
I know, asshole.
Oh my God, beer tears.
Beer
like
tears.
you're literally like feeling
it's
really
like in the-
emotional. He's like, okay, beer tears.
It's like in the morning at like 9:00 getting ready for work. And he's like, beer tears.
Do you cry in the morning?
In the shower.
Why? What do you mean in the shower?
It's so convenient.
You
Look, there's water everywhere. You're not wearing makeup. You're not going to fuck it up.
Rory.
No, I'm
you
just
do
kidding.
not cry in the
No.
shower. It's already like water everywhere.
Only if it's like a really bad day.
No.
Or I'm going to think about
How often do you cry in like a given week?
like real
Yeah, for real.
about my life.
Yeah.
Average 0.
Okay. But how much do you cry like watching TV in a week?
Yeah.
Like daily?
Daily.
No way.
I do this on the daily. Oh my God. Yes, I do. Are you kidding
Really?
me? I'm a cry baby.
Oh my god.
Oh my, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
My
no.
biological clock is ticking, Kenny. Did you not understand?
Oh,
like,
so maybe it's an
I'm
estrogen thing?
Emotional.
I think I'm kind of an emotional person too, but I think my emotion doesn't come out in tears most of the time. My emotion, it stays inside. Like I can control it. Like a man. You just walk on it. Like,
Oh my
like Hank
God.
Hill. Take every emotion and just walk put it right down onto your feet and you walk on it. Like, okay, but no, back
Are
to...
you kidding me? I have, now I feel like a
No,
fucking
you're not a freak.
psychopath.
Well, also, I'm just not a
But I'm
crier.
also, I'm an angry person. I'm a crazy person. I'm everything,
I'm
Kenny.
a crazy person too.
I emote.
I emote too, but I think my emote is more like my battleground of emoting is in my brain as opposed to like in my body. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if that makes sense.
I'm all fists and elbows,
Yeah, you're trying to
whirling dervish,
trying to knuckle up.
and I'm like freaking out inside.
Okay.
So
Wow,
I got,
best of both
I
worlds.
got you all. Yeah.
The last media that I cried to was the Disney Pixar film Coco.
Haven't seen it.
Oh my God.
Now I feel like I can't.
I was like, I was watching it and I was like, they're not going to get me this time. We're good. And like halfway in, I'm like, this movie's fine, but they're not going to get me. And then the last 20 minutes or whatever, I was like, ah! It really,
Oh my
it
God.
did it.
Really?
It really did it. Yeah. It's a great movie.
Did you watch Up?
Yeah. Cried at that too.
Oh my God. Cried like a fucking baby.
Cried behind my 3D glasses in the theater.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, I heard
that's
that.
how I hope that me and Beyonce go out. Me
like,
first.
You just like really
unless
you
he-
just can't run up the hill quite as quickly as him.
Well, either I go first so that he's on his own and I don't have to deal with
Oh,
it.
I already know that Matthew's going to live to be like 800 years old, and I'm like, I'll be lucky to survive the next year. So, but I heard that like Disney Pixar has like a weird algorithm they study as to like what pulls on people's heartstrings and like where to put it in a movie.
I'm sure.
Yeah, they know what they're doing and they do it well.
Creepy emotion.
Other media
Suckers.
that I've cried to. The last episode of 6 Feet Under made me cry for sure. HBO show from like the early aughts. Cried as Sia's Breathe Me played in the background. The first episode of Parenthood made me cry. I know. An NBC like family drama made me cry.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, but all the Disney Pixar, cry. I cry on all that.
Totally.
What about, what's the last thing you cried to?
The OA.
The OA?
The OA. I watched the OA.
What's the OA?
It was a 2-season series on either Amazon or Netflix. I can't remember right now. But an original.
Okay, well that's cool. Maybe I'll watch it. Should I watch it? Would I like it?
I loved it. I mean, at the end of it, I was like, whatever, fine. It's fine.
That was like me with the first season of Stranger Things. I'm like, who cares?
Oh, I love that one.
I liked it too, but I'm like, ugh.
Oh, I loved
it. Ended so like, ugh. No spoilers.
Stranger Things, I fucking cried.
You did?
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Really?
Multiple times.
There's nothing sad about
Kenny,
it.
you don't understand. I seek these things out so that I can cry. Are you kidding me?
But like,
I want to cry. It's like your therapist said.
It's barely
you process something. Even if it's not you processing your own life, it's processing
like
that
a
emotion.
vessel, yeah.
Yes, it's just wonderful.
So that was going back to my original question. What does it feel like when you cry? Does it feel good? Does it feel bad?
It feels like feeling. I don't know. It's not good or bad. It's just a release of something.
I think sometimes crying feels really good.
It can, yeah.
I feel like for me, when I cry, it's like it means something because I don't do it that often.
Yeah.
So like when I allow myself to cry, it's like, whoa, I'm actually doing like this human thing, which I'm built to do to process things. And like, it's almost cathartic in a way. And like,
I think that I feel that way too when
even though the emotion behind it might be tragic sorrow, devastation,
Yeah.
the actual process of crying,
yes,
kind of feels nice.
No,
doesn't it?
I agree. No, absolutely. And I feel that way when I'm doing, well, I mean, both actually. Like, so I do these silly like watch TV and commercials to like get me to cry, to feel that way, because yes, that does something for you.
Yeah.
It definitely does.
Right. Like
it releases something.
Yeah.
Pent up anguish, pent up anxiety, whatever.
Yeah.
Emotion, just pent up emotion.
That's why I jerk off 5 times daily.
Exactly.
It's like, you can't.
Exactly.
You
Kenny.
can't be healthy.
Jesus Christ! Thank you, someone. Finally.
You can't be healthy if you're not nutting hourly. Basically, is what the point of this podcast is. What else? Do you cry when you cut onions?
Oh yeah.
You do?
Oh yeah.
Me too.
I'm
to the point where I'm
easy
like,
crying,
this is
I'm telling you.
I'm like, this is unsanitary because I got boogers and shit. I'm like, I need to go wash my hands. I'm like, I cut this fucking red onion, bitch. I'm down for the count for like 5 minutes. I'm like, I need to, if I'm cooking, which how often does that happen? But if there's especially if there's a red onion, I'm like, well, let me do that first so I can cry and snot and like blow my nose over the sink, wash my hands again, go sit down and like collect my life before I go back in. Oh,
susceptible, huh?
Very much so.
Oh, that's funny.
I also cry when I have a cough drop or put Q-tips in my ears.
Q-tips make sense. The cough drop, I don't understand.
There's something about the
menthol, like yeah.
My sinuses just make me cry.
When you pluck your eyebrows, do you ever?
Oh yes. Oh my god.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
In fact,
that's like a trigger. Yeah.
Like, one of the funny types of crying is like when you're not literally crying, but like your body just forces tears out.
Oh yeah.
Like when I have a deviated septum and I've had some weird like ENT stuff in my life, like ENT, ear, nose, throat.
Yeah.
But that has nothing to do with the way I sound and the way I talk, so don't worry about it. That's, like I went to an ENT for a thing a couple years ago, and he was like, well, you have a deviated septum, so I'm going to put this numbing stuff up your nose so that I can put my little tiny wiry camera up each of your nostrils. So he like sprayed some stuff so my nose was totally numb. But the side that is not deviated, it went up just like but like socks on a leg, just like
Yeah.
like yep, right up there, it's fine.
Right up to your brain.
Yep, just go right on up, scoop something out, and see what's going on up there.
Yeah.
And then, but the other side, they didn't scoop anything, obviously. But
Yeah.
the other side was the deviated side. He's like, this
Yeah.
one might not feel so numb, and it literally like I could feel the wire of the camera pushing against my bone, even though it was numb, and like tears just started squirting out of my face because my body was like rejecting what was happening, even though I couldn't feel it. I just felt the pressure, and you know what I mean, like when
totally.
when your tear ducts are just like no,
Yeah.
something's not right, bonk bonk. It happens at the dentist sometimes too. They'll be like drilling your teeth or something, and you're just like, I'm fine.
I have perfect teeth. I'm sorry, I don't experience that.
Must be nice.
It is.
Do you remember the last time you like pushed a tear out when you weren't crying, or like your body was like crying?
Oh my
Oops.
God! Every time there's wind.
I think that's your
Kenny, literally. I'm like, oh, I'm surrounded by air. I'm crying. No. But the wind,
I hate this earth.
cold wind, I will just tear up. Are you kidding me?
I think that might
That is like actually when I cry the most.
But I think that's your body defending itself against like the dust that could come
Life?
from wind.
Maybe.
Like, did you know that people with long eyelashes usually have worse vision? Did you know that? Because like their bodies are being like, oh, I can't see shit, so we really have to protect these eyes. So their eyelashes are usually longer. So usually if you see someone with really long eyelashes, they usually have blue eyes and they usually have worse vision. Now you know. This is an educational podcast.
I guess so. Fact check.
What else about
Hold on.
I know. What else about crying? What do you remember the like? No, I don't want to ask like the worst time you cried or like what the time you cried the hardest, because that's so sad.
Aw. The last time I did.
Do you have any funny cries where you're like, why am I crying right now?
Oh, totally. Hold on. I have to think about that. So I cried for days when I found out Hugo was sick. I know.
He's fine. It's been like 8 years. Such a drama queen.
Not 8 years, like 4.
Still
but
drama queen. We thought we were going to lose him that year.
seriously.
And it's been...
Died.
And he's
Cried.
fine. He's fine.
Cried.
He's chilling.
Oh my God. Was like a basket case for 2 weeks at work. It was awful.
Aw.
Like had to tell my boss at the time, who was just one of those like deadpan, like emotionless. And I'm just like, I know this is crazy, but I'm a crazy person and I love this cat.
That literally happened to me. I called out, well, slightly different. We put the other childhood cat, Friskers.
Yeah.
The
Tibbers.
other Tibber.
Oh, sorry.
So like I named him Tibber, which backwards is ribbit, and ribbit is the sound a frog makes, or like I don't even fucking know.
Oh
like,
my God,
just
that's
some
funny.
fucking faggotry teenage shit. So Tibber died very young and unexpectedly.
So sad.
And so I was like super sad about it. And I had just gotten my very first office job of my whole life, not that long before. And it was like turned out to be my first 9 to 5. It was part-time at first and then became my 9 to 5. And I like called out one morning to be like the next day because we had to put him down. And I called out and I was like, talked to my boss, who also was the sweetest lady and loved me. And the whole reason I got the job was because she like hooked me up and like loved me.
Yeah.
So she was like sort of almost like a mother figure in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And so shout out Kelly if you're listening. She's not. She's definitely not. But so like I called out and I was like, Kelly, I'm so sorry. I can't come in today. We put my cat down. And she was just like not an animal person. And she was like, okay. Like not to be mean, but she was just like laughing at how fucking pitiful I sounded as like this little 19-year-old kid.
Oh
being
my
like,
God.
my cat. And I was like, I just like lost my mind on the phone calling out. And she was like, it's okay. Calm down. Do you remember an embarrassing cry?
Oh, totally. Hold on.
Listeners, that sound you hear is the radiator cranking heat on this crispy mid-April day because it's New England, and even though it's springtime, it's still 40 degrees out. Wait, do we have anything else to say about crying?
Not really. I feel
Who's
like
a good
doing it
crier?
now.
Who's a good crier?
Who's a good crier?
Like-
Beyonce.
He cries?
Oh my God. So
He does?
So yes, he does. But he does so beautifully. He does not get
Ugly cry.
He does not ugly cry whatsoever. He can speak clearly.
As the tears
He just
come.
has tears
Oh.
coming down. Oh my God.
I'm going to cry just thinking
I
about
know.
Beyonce crying.
I know.
Oh.
Can you imagine our wedding day? He's gonna look so elegant
Oh my God,
and like
beautiful.
a fucking like just a
with a
like
gorgeous choir boy
He's just
tear.
gonna be the waterfall, and then I'm just gonna be the aggro crack.
Stop it. Not true. No, you guys are going to both
I'm
be
gonna
beautiful criers.
aggro crag tastic.
No. Oh my God. I can.
People.
There are people walking outside. So
Who sent you?
I can absolutely, now that you say that, I can see Beyonce crying.
Oh my God.
Beautifully.
Beautiful crier.
Oh, speaking of Britney, do you remember the interview with Diane Sawyer where she like had to stop and she's like, because she was crying too much?
Yeah.
Oh, so sad.
That's it.
That's one of the.
She wasn't a beautiful crier.
That's a thing that like if I look at it, it'll make me cry. Oh, another thing that makes me cry is
What?
like when dogs have been away from their owners for a long time.
yeah.
Like because they're like in the army or something.
Oh my God, Beyonce gets so cry over the
I cry so much.
the reunite.
What is that word? Reunion.
Beyonce gets really, really, really sad and like not sad, like super emotional over those like vet videos coming home and like being reunited with their kids and stuff.
Yes,
oh my
me
God, he
too.
fucking loses his shit.
It's so sad because like the dog is like, "Where's mama? Where's mama?"
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I've
yeah.
seen ones where like like they play tricks on the dog, which by the way is rude as fuck. Like they come home and they like hide behind the bed, and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
dog
yeah.
comes home and it's like, it smells kind of like mom.
I know,
and they
right?
like run upstairs and they're like, do I smell mom? And they're like running around, and then they get into the room and mom's there and they freak out. Oh my God, that makes you cry every time. Oh my God, I'll cry all the time. I cry to that all day. Yeah, animals. Oh, I saw one recently where it was like this like grandpa-y guy, like an older guy. Their family dog had passed away and he'd been kind of depressed afterwards.
No.
And his family surprised him with a little puppy.
Oh no.
And they gave him the puppy
Oh,
and he started crying
Oh no.
as he was cuddling the puppy.
Oh no. I'm dead. I'm gone.
Lost my mind.
I'm
I was
gone.
like, I'm crying. I'm like, I'm just going to be crying this whole time.
Yeah.
I just lost my mind. So I will say this. It used to be a certain trope that would make me cry. Like father-daughter relationships used to make me cry a lot. Sibling tragedy used to make me cry a lot.
Father-daughter.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not a daughter.
I know, right?
But like, it just like that.
Interesting.
Something about that relationship. I
like
was
me too, but for a different reason. I
because
feel.
you are a daughter.
Yeah, and I had a father.
Had a dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but that was something that always I was like father-daughter stuff. Like, my
Okay,
heart. And then sibling stuff, like sibling tragedy or like sibling solidarity, always. But as I've gotten older, it is very much more like a like ashes to ashes, sort of love and loss kind of thing. I get way more verklempt at just like raw humanity. Like humanity makes me very emotional.
Yeah.
There's so much that we're expected to endure. Like the loss of pets and loved ones.
Mostly pets.
Mostly pets. There are some cool loved ones though.
Yeah, but
It's just a lot.
I know.
It's just a lot.
I know.
Is there anything else we have to talk about with crying?
No, I need to go. I need to excuse myself
To leave?
to cry.
No, stop. I don't have a homo moment this week, but I have
Your shirt's kind of having a homo moment.
thanks. Strawberry. I wore it today.
I love it.
I fist bumped the owner of my company today when he gave me a promotion in this shirt.
I love it. Oh my God.
I was like, yeah, you're gonna
You're like, and I'm wearing a strawberry
and you're
shirt.
like, and I'm wearing
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Dab it out, sir. Yeah. Do you want to do the like what's that dance called that the kids
Flossing?
do? Flossing.
Yeah,
It
let's
looks
totally
like
do
they're
it.
wiping themselves with towels.
Totally.
It's weird.
The floss and the bum.
The floss and the bum. We never
They're
talked
all
about.
eating assholes these days.
never-
I mean, all these fucking millennials.
They are. They're vegan mostly. Their
Yeah.
moms shop at Whole Foods.
Except for the assholes.
So I don't have a homo moment, but I do have a pop music showdown. We don't have a theme song for a pop music showdown. Should we do
Yeah, what should it be?
dirty pop music showdown? Dirty pop music showdown. No, what do you? I don't know. We'll have to think about it. Listeners, if you have any ideas, let me know. So these are 2 new songs that came out today by unknowns. So this is probably, it's new to me, and I'm a tastemaker, so if it's new to me, it's probably new to you. I don't know anything about either of them. So this is truly a blind pop music showdown.
Wow.
The first one is a song called Get Stupid by Below. Bulow. The U has umlauts. So I'm assuming it's some like Swedish girl or something.
Okay.
I'm in a sea of people wondering if the floor might cave in. I can feel the subs shaking the apartment. Friends of friends that call and friends who weren't invited. Half the room is brain dead on some fucking island. B.I.O.P. bring your own booze. D.I.Y. bongs in the bathroom. She shotgun kissing the frat boy in the bathtub. He bad news. I wanna get stupid. I wanna get dumb. Lose my inhibitions, dizzy from the drugs. I wanna get stupid, I wanna get dumb. Lose my inhibitions, but I don't trust no one. I don't trust no one. Broke a window, taped it up and hid the evidence. Think I'm gonna get evicted from my residence. Drop my phone into the toilet and it's evident. I'm out of my element. I'm out of my element. B.I.O.P. bring your own booze. D.I.Y. bongs in the bathroom. She shotgun kissing a frat boy in the bathtub. He bad news. I wanna get stupid. I wanna get dumb.
It's cute.
Lose my inhibitions.
It's really cute, but I do want to say, oh, we need another one of those.
Another one of what?
Her. I just feel like it sounds like a lot of stuff.
It does sound like a lot of stuff. It's cute though.
But I do like it.
I wasn't mad at it.
No, I'm not mad at it
It reminds
at
me a
all.
lot of the new Billie Eilish record, which, have you heard, is really good.
I have not, but my cousin must be up
I'm
on
sure
it.
she's living.
Seriously.
Yeah, Rory's little cousin is like Billie Eilish's
Dying
music
for her,
really
yeah.
sticks to me. Yeah. I think it's cute though. It's a cute little bop. Now this song reminds me more of like a Kalani moment or like an R&B 90s kind of thing, and I'm living.
Okay.
It's by Taylor Sparks featuring Joey Badass. Do you know who that is?
I've heard of him, yeah.
With ASS is like money signs, like the S's.
Cute.
I don't
Ass.
know. And the song is called Rebound.
I'ma make sure you hear me this time. Yeah. Using me to cover up a wound. You need a band-aid, not a baby boo. See, I let you get over on me, so I hope that you got over that too. Yeah, didn't have to stop me in the fight. See, I would've been happy on the side. Yeah, you didn't have to play all these games to lose me at the end of the day. Shoot your shot, shoot your shot. You tried to bounce up, but you lost. I could've paused. Now I'm looking babe with the block, yeah, with the block. Said I'm looking babe with the block, yeah, with the block. Oh, you should've told me I was only just a rebound. Would've made the bounce back easier for me now. Didn't have to lay up, didn't have to stay up. I would've been down, baby, no offense. But oh, you should've told me I was only just a rebound.
It's good,
She
right?
wins.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now you've been using cheat codes. I gave you a free throw. I would've been down, baby, no offense. Baby, no
That one's going down.
Yeah, I think that one wins for sure for me now that
Yeah.
I'm listening to both of them.
Totally.
It has the production almost reminds me of like Sega Genesis, like Sonic the
but
Hedgehog.
totally Kalani though.
But she sounds
We
like
already have one of
Kalani.
those.
Yes.
But I still like it.
But
so
she
guess
said
what?
I could take more Kalani.
I know. I could too.
Kalani just had an EP come out not too long ago, and I was like, it's fine. There are a couple good songs.
Yeah, we need more.
We need more of that.
We need more.
But yeah, that's the Pop Music Showdown. Listeners, if you have a Pop Music Showdown that you would like submitted to the show, you can email us at kennethfrankly@gmail.com. I guess that about wraps it up. But do you have any other closing thoughts, comments, concerns, questions, cries?
I'm gonna cry because you ordered me the wrong Thai
No,
food.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I got you udon. Hey, girl, it looks like you were enjoying it.
Ate it the house down.
You know what I
so.
hate though? I'm so glad you said the house down because I almost made the homo moment the house this week.
Really?
Because there was some fucking YouTube influencer kid who was like, me and all my friends, now we're saying the house. And you say it like this, like the house. It's like, if you really did it, you did it the house. And it's like, ew, you have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah. So
Lame.
I'm glad you know what the house down is already. That just means that we're doing
We're
good.
meshing.
We're doing good work over here.
You're making me a homo.
Baby corn sucks is what I was about to say.
Yes, it does. I just literally
gross.
ate a piece and I was like, this is a sacrifice I'm making for the rest of the people because I don't want to throw out this
No,
food.
God, no. Baby
Baby corn, what is the point?
Baby corn is, by the way,
What is it for?
It's not good for you at all. It's like super high in calories and fat. It's like not, and it doesn't taste good.
Oh, why did I just do that?
Baby corn, skip it for the rest of your life. Honestly.
I will. I will.
I don't touch baby corn
I
anymore.
hate it. Okay, I'm glad. Now
you know.
Yeah, thanks for that PSA.
Now,
Kenneth Frank.
Yeah, you.
Tell people how to call us.
That reminds me. We haven't had a voicemail in so long that I got an email from Google this week that said
Can we have your number back?
Yeah, it was like your Google Voice number is going to expire if you don't fucking use it. So, listeners,
Here's the challenge.
This is your challenge. I'm going to let it expire. I got that email on March 30th. If I don't get a fucking voicemail from a listener before the end of this month, it expires and we're not going to take your fucking calls anymore because you don't care. And if you don't care, girl, I don't care. And I'm not going to cry about that. Wait, Rory's going to call the number right now. Which Rory? What's the number?
828
K-Frank-8. And this is what happens when you do it.
Hi, thank you for calling Kenneth Frankly. Please leave your message after the beep.
I am not a gnome.
Easy. You don't even have to sit through the rings.
There wasn't a beep. Is that why maybe people are getting confused?
There's not a beep?
No, there's no beep.
What do you mean there's no beep?
Voicemails don't beep anymore, do they?
Yes, they do. How do you know when to start talking? Do it again. I want to hear it.
I don't know. I haven't left a voicemail in like 17 years.
I know. There's a beep.
Oh, user's busy. No.
What? Oh, because you're on the
I'm
other line.
sorry.
Oh my God.
Now Google's going to be like, we
Like,
think you have a
yeah.
stalker.
Thank you for calling Kenneth Frankly. Please leave your message after the beep.
There's
Oh.
a beep. There's a beep.
Literally, it's been years.
So, listeners, that's all you do. You don't even have to sit through the which is so fucking annoying, right? No, I said it. So you literally just leave me a message. You can be anonymous. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. We'll air it. We won't. Just tell us what you want.
We're very kind.
We're just basically, I want to know what you want to know, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
You can also reach us at kennethfrankly@gmail.com, kennethfrankly.com. What else, girl?
Instagram.
Oh, yeah. I keep forgetting to plug the Instagram.
I know.
We have an Instagram account. It's Kenneth Frankly Pod. I usually just post like pictures of us, pictures of memes, polls. Like I'm going to post the, what I'll do for the Pop Music Showdown is post both of those songs on our Kenneth Frankly Pod Instagram account at Kenneth Frankly Pod. And you can vote which one you think is better.
Noise.
I think it's pretty clear, but every vote matters, unlike the Electoral College, which we were talking about earlier tonight, and Matthew was trying to explain it to us, and me and Rory were like, I don't get it. Matthew's like, there's a lot
but we're against it.
Matthew's like, there's a lot of like racism and slavery, and it's like, but I just hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, yeah, but let me tell you why. And I'm like, it's too complicated.
I know.
It's hard.
But now I feel like I hate it more.
I hate it even more than
Exactly.
I did before.
So
Although,
he did his job.
14 states, including New Mexico as of today,
Yeah.
are taking popular vote. That's fucking cool. We should
Yeah.
all be doing that.
Right?
Anyway, Guru, I guess politics means it's our time to leave. Thanks as always for listening. Until next time, listeners. Bye.
Bye.